Welcome to Engineering Solutions. Today we will describe the basic terms of cooling towers. Cooling towers are very important part of many chemical plants. The primary task of cooling tower is to reject the heat into atmosphere. You might have seen the different types of cooling towers. Depending upon the requirements, different types of cooling towers are used in industrial application. This is a diagram of cooling water system. The hot water from plant heat exchanger is supplied to cooling tower where the heat of water is rejected to atmosphere and water gets cooled down, and cold water is again supplied to heat exchanger with the help of pump, and makeup water source is supplied to cooling towers for compensation of evaporation losses and other losses. The main two types of cooling towers are natural draft cooling towers and mechanical draft cooling towers. Natural draft towers use very large concrete chimney to introduce air through the media and heat transfer is achieved. These types of towers are used by utility power station. In mechanical draft towers, there are subtypes. One is counterflow induced draft, second one counterflow forced draft, and third one is cross flow induced draft. In counterflow induced draft, the direction of flow of water and air is counter, means opposite to each other, and induced draft means the location of fan is at top of cooling tower. That means air is sucked from the cooling towers and exhausted to the atmosphere. In counterflow forced draft, direction of water and air circulation is counter, but the location of cooling fan is at bottom of cooling towers, and forced air is supplied to cooling towers from outside. In cross flow induced draft, the direction of hot water and cooling air is crossed to each other and it is achieved with the help of fields. In most cooling towers, fields are used to enhance the heat transfer by maximizing the water and air contact. Now the important terms are range and approach of cooling towers. It is simply difference between the cooling tower hot water inlet and cooling tower outlet, that is cold water. In this diagram, red line shows the hot water temperature in to the cooling towers and blue line indicates the cold water temperature, that is outlet of cooling tower. Approach is the difference between cold water temperature and ambient wet bulb temperature. Effectiveness of cooling tower is the ratio of range to ideal range. In other words, it is a ratio of range upon range plus approach. Thanks for watching.